Williams Fire MPU, which had a problem with the circuit. I think it's the left sling driven by Q77, and the client had replaced the transistor in an attempt to fix it. It was a good guess. That did not fix it. The root cause of the problem was these little jewels here that somebody tried to scab in on top of presumably failed 7407 here and a 7402 here, and there are two of them here. So, interesting attempt. These are going into my Hall of Fame of hackery after I'm done here. So I installed a socket. Traces didn't need to be cleaned up too much because the guy was scabbing the chips on top here, and replaced the chips with some NOS chips. You can see somewhere along the way somebody has touched their soldering iron to the flipper power enable relay. Let's see, so I also replaced ZR8, which was in the circuit also. Somebody had been messing with it, so I just put a new one in there. Replaced J17 where the power comes in, and installed NVRAM. There was a tiny amount of corrosion up here by most of the standards I see. So I sanded that off of those battery pads and the surrounding areas, and that's been conformal coated. So it's good to go. So let's power on. Fire, remember? I'm not sure what he's saying there, but here's your lamp matrix operating, and coils, and into test we go. Good. I don't expect to find anything here. This is all working prior, so no surprise at all that this remains working. Sound working. Lamps. Individual lamps, I believe. Yep. Working. Coils are next. This is the AC select relay simulation, so it'll come on and then a green LED will fire. The two bright orange ones at the bottom of the image are the flipper ground path enable. They're from that yellow cube that I showed you earlier in the video. These are the special solenoids, and this one right here was the one that was problematic. And we can make sure that the switch inputs for those special solenoids is working also. Now, I let this run for a couple hours last night just to make sure. I was working on other boards, so it didn't really matter much. That's interesting. Let's see what happens here. There we go. For some reason, oh, but I know what that is. No, I don't know what that is. It seems to think that switch 2 is on already. Oh, that may be the, bet that's the switch that's on the interconnect board for fire. I'm going across the diagonal right now to make sure all the other switches are working. I'll look that up and roll a picture in here. So we can go through the audits and adjustment. Put it on free play. Away we go. And away we go. Thank you for sending it. I'll get it right back to you.